Recently, I've been taking some time to look back on my life and think about what has made me who I am today. While thinking about this, the one key thing that comes to mind and has been a constant for nearly 21 years now is video games. As far back as I can remember, I've been playing video games. Some of my oldest memories in general are sitting at a family friend's old place, sitting on the floor playing Mario 64 on their Nintendo, or being home and playing Scooby-Doo Unmasked on the GameCube for hours, getting caught up on the boss fight in the theme park area. These memories are vivid to me. They hold a deep place in my heart and are deeply rooted as core experiences of what has shaped me. Saying that feels weird too, to imagine that something as simple as Scooby-Doo Unmasked of all things could be something that shapes me who I am today is a little silly, but I think it's true. In recent times, I've found myself in a strange place with video games. My love for gaming is still strong, but it doesn't hold the same wonder that it once did when I was young. Growing up, everything was new and exciting. Every time I got a new game, it was an event, some new world for my young self to explore. To see what new thing had been crafted by hardworking devs would be eating up my time for the next couple of weeks. Not much can top the thrill of going to a midnight release for a game at GameStop and taking the 20-minute ride back home with my mother in pure anticipation of the next adventure. While games may not hold that same mystery and wonder as they did then, they serve a new purpose for me now. Video games are the way I'm able to interact with the people I care about now. They're not only for entertainment, but also as a tool to keep me connected with the ones I love. I've been feeling the need to make a video like this for some time now. I want to make a video as a love letter to games, for shaping those key moments of my childhood, and letting me make the wonderful connections that I have today. I want to take a moment and just step back and appreciate the wonderful art form that has shaped my life and introduced me to so many people. My journey with games started at a young age. I had always grown up having game consoles in the house. Young me spent countless hours playing Kirby Air Ride, messing around in Free Run mindlessly, or playing the same section of Spyro, A Hero's Tale over and over again because I didn't really understand how to save. Past that, somewhere around the age of 10, my aunt bought me an Xbox 360. The last gift she gave me before passing away. Receiving that gift was life-changing for me. For the first time in my life, I had something in my hands that I didn't have before. Online gaming. Quickly I found myself in Halo 3 lobbies talking to anyone and everyone who would listen to me annoyingly jabber on. For the first time in my life, I was talking to people consistently and had a real friend group outside of school, and while I may have been a bit young to be hearing about how 16-year-old teens had supposedly had sex with my mom while getting called a squeaker in Halo lobbies, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I vividly remember playing Minecraft with some friends and getting a random party chat invite from people I had never spoken to. On joining the call, they told me they were from Microsoft and that I had broken terms of service. They scared me so badly that they made me cry, and they asked to speak to my mother. When she got on the mic, she spoke for about a minute or so, obviously confused, until eventually I heard her say that I have just been trolled. A valuable lesson was learned that day for me, needless to say, and when I think about it, I can't help but smile. There's something heartwarming about that innocence of childhood, where my biggest worry in life was that I was going to get banned from Xbox Live and not be able to play with my friends anymore. I don't know if it exists, but somewhere out there might be a clip of a 11-ish-year-old Halo man 3634 getting trolled by two random guys who just wanted to have a giggle while bored and playing video games one night. I just want to take a moment to appreciate all those old Xbox Live games I would play with my friends. Halo Reach, Minecraft, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. When I think to all of these games, the one thing that comes to mind is staying up to 2 a.m. during the summer and playing with my gang of other annoying preteens having the time of our lives. From making tree houses and castles in Minecraft, to using duping glitches to make huts purely out of diamond blocks, to screaming about how I'm not even trying in COD lobbies to other kids bad-mouthing us. These friendships haven't lasted into today. I was unable to keep in contact with any of them, except for one or two who has since gone on to do their own things, and the only way I know they're doing alright is seeing that they're playing a game on Steam, but I think that's okay. These childhood friendships shaped my sense of humor, helped me develop better social skills, and taught me to thicken my skin a little bit when it came to being on the internet. When I really think about it, online gaming is the reason why I have all my friends today, and it saved me from falling into a pit of loneliness that I feel I would have truly struggled to escape. When I came to my university in 2020, it was shortly after the start of COVID. I had moved 16 hours away from home and was, for the first time in my life, completely alone. I knew no one, I hadn't attended orientation, I didn't join Instagram group chats or find my way into Twitter circles like many others. I was truly just on my own. I was sitting in a Zoom lecture one day when randomly somebody posted a Discord server link I was already bored with the introductory physics lecture and was only half paying attention, so I decided to join it. And instantly, through that link, I was introduced to many of the friends that I now talk to daily, hang out with in person regularly, and play games with constantly. It's insane to think back about how quickly it all moved. One second, I was just joining an online group chat where I knew no one, and the next I was getting convinced to download Overwatch. I was meeting up with people in real life to get lunch. I was hanging out playing board games in the school student union. I joined our school's esports club. I started participating in intramurals for Overwatch despite being hardly silver. I had friends I was sitting in VC with every day playing a game that I loved with them. For the first time in a while, I was feeling true happiness with my place in life. A friend of mine at one point asked me to download Destiny 2, a game I had no experience with except for the original Destiny beta back in 2014. I don't think I can think of a gaming experience that has left me in such awe as clearing the Garden of Salvation raid for the first time. I remember sitting in my tiny single dorm room in the uncomfortable chair my school had provided, and just beaming with a massive smile on my face, staring at my laptop screen, proud of the accomplishment I had just made. Our raid time was 4 hours and 47 minutes, an insanely long clear time. For reference, my fastest now was just under 30 minutes, but I didn't know any better at the time. Now 3 years later, I still play the game near daily. I have a raid team that I play with every week to clear raids. We recently did their new Root of Nightmares raid in contest mode, completely blind, and I don't think I've been more proud of any video game accomplishment before. The amount of pride I felt in myself and my team as we figured out the mechanics and made progress in our run was a truly rewarding experience, and one I think you will be hard-pressed to find in other games. League of Legends may get a lot of admittedly well-deserved hate for its incredibly toxic community, but I think few games can actually rival it in terms of just how different each game can be. I started playing League in mid-2020 and quit after a few weeks of trying it, but while at my university I got back into the game, and from there it's just not let go of its hold on me. While games may be incredibly frustrating at times, I don't think I can think of another game that has given me so many moments of pure silliness, feelings of genuinely outplaying my opponents, and the rush of a win like League. No single game has introduced me to as many people as League has, and even though the game sometimes make me want to rip my hair out, I think it deserves a place as a game I truly love. And that's the thing about loving games. Sometimes our relationships with them are shaky. We can easily fall out of love with them. Recently, I've tried to play Minecraft again with a group of friends, and it's just not the same as it was for me before. I can't find the enjoyment out of building and exploring it like I once did. But that doesn't take anything away from the game. The magic may have worn off for me now, but when I take a second and look back on when I adored it as a child, the magic is still there. Overwatch may not be a game I can ever go back to be grinding every day, trying to get clips to make silly Doomfist montages of, but that doesn't take anything away from the memories and friendships I made while playing it. And I'm sure in the future, the charm of League and Destiny 2 will wear off, and I won't be able to play them like I do now. But as it stands, they are games that I'll still love. When I think of my favorite games of all time, The Witcher 3, Borderlands 2, Breath of the Wild, Metal Gear Solid 5, and so many more, they might not be able to capture the pure wonder I felt when first playing through them years ago, but they still hold that place in my heart as games that I'll never forget. I don't think there's any other medium that can capture the pure sense of nostalgia and wonder that games do. No matter how many times I see it, watching Link walk out of the Shrine of Resurrection and onto the Great Plateau, overlooking all of Hyrule, will always hold that magical feeling to me. So, I want to say thank you to these games for making me who I am and giving me a hobby that has done me well for many years, and hopefully for more to come. And thank you too for listening and watching the video. Thank you to all my friends who this video is an appreciation of as much as the video games that I play with you. Alan, Derek, Merrick, MJ, Jack, Noah's, Logan's, Adams, Caleb, Matt, Tyler, Gage, Max, Tomer, Lindsay, and so many more. I love you all. Be well.